国家考试109年英语高频单字。
Abort. Abrupt. Absolutely. Absorbed. Absorb. Abstract. Abundant. Abuse. Abusive. Academic. Academy. Accelerating. Acceptance. Accessible. Accident. Accidental. Accidentally. Acclaim. Acclimate. Accommodate. Accommodation. Accomplice. Accomplished. Accumulate. Accurate. Accurately. Achievement. Acknowledgement. Acquire. Acquired. Acquisition. Activate. Activist. Activity. Actually. Adaptable. Adjust. Administer. Admission. Adolescence. Adoption. Advantage. Advantageous. Adventurous. Adverse. Adversity. Advertise. Advertisement. Advertising. Advice. Advised. Aerobic. Affair. Affecting. Affective. Affliction. Affluent. Afford. Affordable. Afloat. Aftershock. Against. Agency. Agenda. Aggressive. Aid. Aim. Albeit. Alienate. Alienation. Allegation. Alleging. Allergic. Allergy. Alley. Allowing. Alone. Alter. Alternatively. Although. Ambition. Among. Amount. Amusing. Angled. Anniversary. Annual. Anti-corruption. Antidote. Anti-immigration. Anxiety. Appealing. Appear. Appearance. Application. Apply. Applying. Appreciate. Approach. Appropriate. Appropriately. Approved. Arbitrarily. Arbitrary. Arcade style. Architecture. Aristocracy. Arrange. Article. Artificial. Artisan. Ascend. Asset. Assign. Assist. Assistant. Assisting. Associative. Assortment. Assume. Assumption. Astrological. Atlantic. Atmosphere. Attain. Attempting. Attempt. Attend. Attention. Attitude. Attract. Attraction. Attractiveness. Authentic. Author. Authorization. Automate. Automatically. Autonomous. Availability. Available. Average. Aversion. Aviation. Avoid. Aware. Awareness. Awesome. Awkward. Bacteria. Badminton. Bait. Balance. Barrier. Barring. Battle. Behalf. Behavior. Behind. Belief. Believable. Believe. Belonging. Beloved. Bending. Benefit. Beyond. Biloba. Bind. Binding. Biodegradable. Biological. Biotechnology. Blame. Blend. Blessed. Blossom. Boast. Boathouse. Boost. Border. Boycott. Bracket. Breach. Bread. Breast. Breathe. Breeding. Broadcast. Broadway. Budget. Burden. Bureaucratic. Buster. Bustle. calcium, calculation, candidate, capable, capital, captivate, carbohydrate, cardboard, cardiovascular, career, caregiver, cartographic, casually, casualty, catalyst, category, cathedral, caution, cautious, cavity, celebrate, celebration, centerpiece, certain, challenge, challenging, chamber, chance, changeover, changing, channel, chaos, chapter, characteristic, charitable, charity, chemical, chew, chief, cholera, cholesterol, chronic, cigarette, circular, circulate, circumstance, circumstantial, citizenship, citrus, claim, classify, clerk, climate, clinical, clinic, clown, clung, cognitive, coherent, coincidence, collaboration, collaborative, collapse, collect, collectively, college educated, collide, collision, colluding, colon, colonize, combat, combination, combine, comfort, comfortable, commissioning, commitment, common, commonly, commonly held, communicate, communication, communist, community, commute, commuter, commuting, compare, compartment, compensate, competence, compile, complain, complete, complex, complexity, complicated, complying, composed, composition, comprehend, compressed, comprise, concede, concentration, concept, concern, concert, concession, conclusion, condense, condition, condolence, conductor, conference, confidence, confident, confirmed, confuse, confused, confusion, congress, congruity, connect, connection, consecutive, consensus, consent, conserve, consider, considerable, considerate, consideration, considered, considering, consistently, consolation, consolidate, consolidation, constantly, constitution, construct, consultant, consult, consume, consumer, consumption, contain, content, contentment, contest, context, continental, continue, continuous, continuously, contradiction, contrary, contrast, contribute, control, controller, convenience, convention, converse, convert, convict, convince, convincing, cooperation, cope, cordiality, core, corner, coronavirus, correct, correctly, correspondence, corrupt, cosmological, council, countless, country, couple, courier, covet, crack, craft, crafting, cramp, crash, creature, credential, credulous, critical, criticism, criticize, crook, crop, cross-cultural, crouch, crust, crux, crystallize, cuddle, cuisine, cultivated, cultivation, culturally, culture, curling, curly, currency, current, currently, curricula, cursive, curtail, dating, daughter, daunting, deactivate, deadly, debate, debilitating, debut, decade, decade, deceive, decent, decently, decision, decline, decrease, dedicate, defeat, defect, defend, defensible, definitely, delicacy, delighting, deliver, delivered, dementia, demise, denial, denominate, denounce, denouncing, dental, dentist, departed, depend, dependent, depending, depict, depicting, deplete, depletion, deport, deposit, depreciation, depressing, deprive, depth, descent, describe, description, designated, desirable, desire, desperate, despite, destroy, detach, detail, detain, detention, determined, develop, development, diabetes, diagnose, diagnosis, dialect, dialogue, diarrhea, difference, digestive, digital, dignity, diligence, dilute, diminish, diminishing, directive, directly, disability, disaster, disclaim, disclose, disconnect, discovery, discretion, discriminate, discrimination, discriminatory, discussion, disdainful, disease, disgraceful, disguise, dishonest, dismiss, disorder, dispensable, disruption, disruptive, distance, distant, distinctive, distinctness, distinguish, distort, distraction, distressing, distribute, distribution, district, diverse, diversify, diversity, divert, divided, dividend, divination, division, dominate, drain, dramatic, drastic, drift, drill, drilling, drove, drug, drunk driving, do, dumping, duty, dwindling, dysentery, dysfunction, eccentric, economic, economical, economy, educational, educator, effect, effective, effectively, effectiveness, efficiency, efficient, effort, elaborate, elasticity, election, electrical, electricity, elevated, elevator, eliminate, eliminating, elsewhere, embargo, embark, embarkation, embarrassing, embody, emboss, embrace, embryonic, emerge, emergence, emergency, emigrate, emit, emotional, emphasize, employ, employee, empower, enable, enamel, encode, encompass, encounter, encouraging, endurance, endure, engage, engagement, engineer, engrave, enhance, enigma, enough, ensure, enteric, entertain, entertainment, entire, entitle, entrance, entrepreneurial, entrepreneur, environment, environmental, enzyme, equality, equip, equity, eroticism, escalating, escape, especially, essential, establish, estimate, estimating, ethics, ethnic, evacuate, evacuation, evaluating, event, eventually, evidence, evil, evolution, evolutionary, evolve, exacerbate, exaggeration, example, excavate, excellence, exception, excess, excessive, exchange, exclude, excluding, excuse, execute, executive, exercise, exhibition, exhume, exist, existence, expand, expanding, expansion, expectancy, expect, expenditure, experience, expert, expertise, expire, explain, exploiting, explore, explosion, explosive, expo, expose, exposure, express, expression, extend, extension, extra, extract, extreme, fabricate, facilitator, fade, fading, failure, faith, familiar, far-reaching, fascination, fatal, father, faulty, favorite, fear, fearful, feasible, feature, featuring, feedback, feeding, fervently, fever, fewer, fictional, field, figure, filled, final, financial, finding, firm, first generation, fisherwomen, fishing, fitted, flame, flashback, flexibility, flick, floating, fluency, fluoride, folio, fondness, forefront, foreseeing, format, former, fortifying, fortunately, fossil, founder, fragile, fraternity, fraud, freeze, frequency, frighten, fruitful, fugitive, fulfillment, function, functional, fundamental, fund, further, futility, future, gain, gaining, gala, gambler, gang, garnish, general, generally, generate, generation, generosity, gene, genetic, genetically, genius, geographical, gesticulate, gesture, gigantic, gingerly, gloat, globalize, glorify, glorious, glucose, gorgeous, gout, grace, gracious, gradual, gradually, grandeur, grant, grapefruit, grateful, gravel-voiced, graze, greasy, greeting, grilled, grudge, guarded, habitat, hacker, hail, harden, harmful, harmonic, Harvard, hatch, haunted, hazardous, hazard, heartfelt, heavenly, heavily, heed, hike, hiking, hindsight, Hispanic, honorable, horror, hospitable, hospitality, household, hover, hull, humanitarian, humble, humid, humiliating, humility, humorous, hurricane, hut, hypocrite, hysterical, iceberg, identical, identify, idyllic, ignite, ignore, illegal, illiteracy, illness, illuminated, illustrate, immaturity, immediate, immense, immigrant, immigrate, immigration, immigration related, immune, impact, impactful, imperative, implant, implication, importance, important, importantly, impose, impossible, impression, improve, improvement, imprudence, imprudently, impudently, inability, inaccessible, inaugurate, inbound, incarcerate, incense, incidentally, inclusion, inclusive, incompetence, incorporate, increase, incredible, incubation, indecisive, indeed, independence, independently, indicate, indifference, individual, individually, induction friendly, industrial, industrialization, industrious, industry, inevitable, infancy, infant, infect, infection, infer, infiltrate, inflexible, influence, information, informed, infuse, ingratiate, ingredient, inhabit, inhabitant, inherit, initially, initiate, initiative, injection, innocence, inserted, insinuate, insistence, inspection, installation, instance, instead, instructor, insulating, insulation, insulting, intact, integrity, intellectual, intelligence, intend, intense, intensify, intensive, intent, intentionally, interaction, intercept, interdependent, interest, interior, internalization, international, internationalization, internet-based, interpolate, interpret, interpretive, interrelationship, intersection, intertwine, intimacy, intimate, intimidate, intrigue, intrinsic, introduction, inundate, invalid, invariable, invasive, invention, inventor, invest, investigating, investigation, investigator, investment, invite, involved, iron, irony, irrevocably, isolate, issue, itinerary, jail, jealous, jelly, jeopardy, judging, justice, keen, kidney, laboratory, laden, landslide, laundry shop, leafing, leak, lecturer, lead, leftover, legal, legend, legendary, leisure, length, lenient, lethal, liability, liberate, liberating, license, lick, likewise, limb, limousine, linear, linguistics, linguist, liquid, liquidate, liquidize, listener, literacy, literal, literally, literature, llamas, loaded, loneliness, lucrative, luggage, luring, luxurious, luxury, machine, machinery, magazine, magnet, magnitude, mainly, mainstream, maintain, maintenance, majority, malady, mall, manage, management, manager, manifest, manipulate, manipulating, manner, manpower, marine, marriage, marsupial, master, mastering, masticate, match, material, mathematical, mature, maturity, maze, meadow, measure, mechanics, mechanism, metal, medical, Mediterranean, medium, meeting, meet, melting, memorial, mending, mental, merely, meridian, message, messing, metabolism, metal, method, migrant, migrate, migration, mineral, mingle, minimum, minister, ministry, miracle, misery, misfortune, misgiving, misleading, mistakenly, mistake, misunderstand, mobile, model, modification, modify, moment, moniker, mood, morally, motif, motivate, motivation, motivational, mountainous, movement, mud brick, mugging, mole, mulligan, multidirectional, multifaceted, multilingual, multinational, multiplying, mundane, murder, musical, mutation, mysterious, mystery, myth, naked, narrator, nation, national, nationality, native, natural, naturalization, naturally, navigate, necessarily, necessary, necessity, neglect, neighbor, nerve, network, neuron, neutrality, neutralization, neutralize, nevertheless, nightmare, nobility, nominally, non-attendance, non-interest bearing, notion, novel, novice, nowhere, nuisance, nutrient, nuzzle, object, obsequiously, observation, observe, obsessive, obsessively, obstacle, obtain, obvious, occasion, ocean, offer, officer, official, officially, offset, ontogenetic, operation, opportunity, opposed, optimism, option, organism, organization, organize, organizer, organ, orientation, origin, original, originally, originate, outage, outbreak, outcast, outdated, outlet, outline, outrageous, outside, outstanding, outward, overall, overboard, overcharge, overlook, overnight, package, painful, paint, palsy, panorama, parachute, paradox, paragraph, paralyze, paraphrase, parenthesize, parson, partiality, partially, participate, particular, particularly, partnership, passage, passenger, passing, patience, patient, pat, pattern, peak, pedagogy, pedestrian, peer, pepper, perceive, percentage, perception, perch, perform, performance, performer, period, periodically, perishable, permissible, perseverance, perspective, persuade, persuasive, pertain, pervasive, pest, petition, phase, phenomenon, phosphate, photographer, physical, physiology, pianist, pile, pinpointed, pioneering, plant, planting, plastic, playbill, player, pleasant, plenty, plot, plummet, pneumonia, pole, politeness, political, pole, pollutant, pollution, popular, popularity, population, poor, portable, portfolio, portrait, portray, position, positive, possession, possessive, possible, possibly, post-traumatic, postulate, potential, potentially, practical, pragmatic, prairie, praise, precaution, precisely, predestine, predict, predictable, pre-industrial, prescribe, present, presenting, presently, preservation, preserve, president, presidential, prestige, presumably, pretended, prevail, prevent, previous, primarily, principal, priority, privacy, probably, problematic, procedure, proceed, process, procure, produce, profile, progress, progressively, projector, project, proliferation, promote, promotion, pronounced, property, proportion, proposal, prosecutor, prostate, protect, protection, protein, protester, protract, proud, prove, provide, providing, province, provision, provoke, psychologist, psychology, pulse, punt, purpose, qualify, quality, quarter, quest, quote, racism, radiate, radicalize, raise, rare, rarely, rash, rate, ratio, ration, reach, reality, realization, realize, reap, reassure, rebel, rebellion, recent, recently, recess, reciprocally, reckon, recline, recognition, recognize, recollection, recommended, reconcile, recruitment, recurrent, recyclable, reduce, refer, referendum, reflect, refrain, refrigerate, refrigerator, refugee, refuse, region, register, registered, regret, regular, regularly, regulation, rehearse, reinforce, related, relationship, relative, release, relevant, relief, religion, reliving, reluctant, remainder, remain, remind, remineralization, reminiscent, renewable, renewing, renovate, renowned, replacement, replicate, reportedly, represent, reproduce, reputation, require, requirement, reserve, reside, residence, resident, residential, resilient, resistant, resistible, resolved, resort, respond, response, responsible, restrained, restraint, restrict, restriction, resume, retain, retreat, reveal, revelation, revenue, reverse, revising, reviving, rheumatism, rigorous, risk, roll, rounded, routine, rude, rumination, ruminative, rural, rush, sacrifice, safeguard, sail, saliva, salvation, sanctioning, sandwich, sandy, sanitize, sank, satiric, savior, scale, scam, scan, scandal, scanning, scare, scenario, scheme, science, scientific, scientifically, scientist, scout, scratching, script, scrub, security, seize, selection, selective, selectively, self-esteem, selfless, semi-submerged, sensation, sensitive, sensory, separate, settled, severe, sewage, sexual, Shakespeare, sharpen, shear, shelter, shift, shock, shooting, shortage, shrub, shrunk, signaling, significant, silly, similarity, simplicity, simulate, sinkable, skeptical, slam, sleek, slide, smiling, snowstorm, sodium, solar-powered, solution, solve, sophomore, soul, source, spamming, spanning, specific, specifying, spectacular, speculate, speculating, spicy, spill, spillover, spin, spine, spiral, spirit, spite, splash, spoil, spot, spotlight, spouse, sprain, spread, spreading, spring, squeeze, squire, stadium, stagnate, stagnation, standard, stand, starchy, status, steady, stigma, stimulating, stipulate, stock, stolen, storing, storm, straight, straightforward, strained, strain, stranger, strategic, strategy, stress, stretch, stroke, struck, struggle, stumble, subjective, submarine, submissively, subscribe, subscription, subsequently, substance, substitution, succeed, succession, suffer, sufficient, sugary, suggestion, sum, superficial, superstition, supplant, supplement, supply, support, supportive, suppress, surface, surgeon, surprise, surrender, surrounding, survey, survive, susceptible, suspect, swallow, swamp, swarm, switch, sword, symbol, symptom, synopsis, synthesis, systematic, tackle, talent, tantrum, tapping, tariff, tarpaulin, task, technical, technique, technologically, technology, teenager, temple, temporarily, tend, tendency, term, terrace, terrible, terrorism, terrorist, texture, threshold, thrive, thus, thwart, tickle, titan, tiny, tout, toxic, track, tradesman, tragic, tranquil, transaction, transatlantic, transformation, transform, translate, transmission, transmissions, transparent, trauma, traumatic, traveler, trawling, tread, treasury, treat, tribal, tribe, tribespeople, trigger, triple, truthful, twinkle, ultimate, unbearable, unbreakable, unconscious, uncover, undeniably, underground, underlying, undermine, undersea, understandable, understanding, undertake, undetermined, unevenly, unfold, unhappiness, unique, uniqueness, unite, university, unpleasant, unruly, unsinkability, unsinkable, unspecified, untested, untouched, untreated, unusual, unwind, upcoming, upgrade, upmost, urge, urging, urine, usage, vaccination, validate, valuable, value, variation, various, vegetation, vehemently, venture, verbal, verbally, verify, verse, version, veterinarian, vicious, victim, victorious, villain, vindication, violate, violation, violence, virtually, virtue, virus, visceral, voyage, vulnerable, wage, waken, wane, warehouse, warmer, warning, weak, weaken, weaker, weakness, wealth, weapon, wedding, wedge, weighing, whisk, whisper, whispering, whistle, worship, worth, wound.